आपने लेवल 1 क्लियर किया मई 2024
4.
में,
Yes.
तो आपने लेवल 2 की पढ़ाई चालू कब की थी?
And I started question bank from around December. So
Okay.
till then I was only watching videos, reading chapters and preparing.
So which book you thought that will be tough for you?
I thought market risk and credit risk, these both books would be tough for me.
Okay, and on an average, how many chapters you were solving each day?
Around 6 chapters.
Was there a gap between each mocks?
No sir, I was giving mock in the morning, analyzing it in the evening.
In terms of calculation, in terms of theory, how many questions were calculation?
Around 20 questions were calculation and 60 questions were theory.
I just want to understand from student perspective now कि जब वो लोग पढ़ते हैं, okay, पूरा मतलब लेवल 1 हो गया, लेवल 2 हो गया, सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज क्या आता है किसी एक स्टूडेंट या कैंडिडेट को? Hello guys, I hope everybody is doing good. Hi, this is Ganesh Nayak and I help finance professionals and students to excel in their career and become a better version of themselves. And today I am with one of my students who has been able to clear the FRM Level 2 exam in the last May 2025 attempt. Okay, he has cleared FRM Level 1 last year, that is May 2024. And he's going to be talking about his journey of clearing and preparing for FRM Level 2 and also giving a perspective about what has been his overall journey of FRM preparation. Okay, so we have with us Apoorv. Apoorv, thank you very much.
Thank you very much sir for having me. It's my pleasure.
Right. एंड ये हमारा सेकंड इंटरव्यू है.
Yes.
हमने लेवल 1 का भी एक इंटरव्यू किया था ऑडियंस के लिए. आपने लेवल 1 क्लियर किया मई 2024 में.
Yes.
तो आपने लेवल 2 की पढ़ाई चालू कब की थी?
Sir, I started preparing for level 2 around August 2024.
ओके, और वहां से आपका स्पीड कैसा था पढ़ने का?
सर मैं कंटिन्यूअस मतलब हर रोज 3 to 4 आवर्स दे रहा था.
ओके, प्रॉपर्ली दे पा रहे थे?
Yes.
ओके, तभी आप हर वीक में कितने चैप्टर्स कर रहे थे अंदाजा?
सर अराउंड 3 चैप्टर्स पर वीक.
और आपका जो अप्रोच था दैट वाज व्हाट? वीडियोस क्वेश्चन बैंक कैसे कर रहे थे आप?
फर्स्ट आई स्टार्टेड वाचिंग वीडियोस, then after watching videos I read Schweitzer book, I made my own notes.
Okay.
And I continued like this and I started question bank from around December. So till then I was only watching videos, reading chapters and preparing.
So August से लेकर December it was consistently happening.
Yes.
How many chapters you completed when you reached December?
40 chapters were done.
Okay. And when you started in August,
yes,
which book, because you must have seen the books, right?
Yes.
Which book you thought that will be tough for you?
I thought market risk and credit risk, these both books would be tough for me.
And you started with which book?
I started with market risk.
First you completed market risk, then?
Market risk, then investment management risk, then operations risk, then credit risk, then liquidity risk and current issues at the end.
So when you completed 40 chapters in December, you started solving the question bank.
Solving the question bank.
So you were solving the question bank on weekdays or weekends? How was?
No sir, I was solving it every day. I had made a timetable. I used to wake up early in the morning, didn't break the cycle. I continued to watch the video.
Okay.
And I used to solve the question bank in the evening. So the chapters which were done previously, I used to solve that questions. I used to read first that chapter and then solve both the quizzes.
Okay. So new chapters in the morning, old revision and solving in the evening.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yes. And when did you complete your solving of question bank?
Sir, around 31st of March.
Exact on 31st of March?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And on an average, how many chapters you were solving each day?
Around 6 chapters. Because I was a part of live lectures. Saturday to Sunday we have classes. Didn't get time for that these days. So I used to solve Monday to Friday.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Interesting. And now you thought that market risk is going to be tough.
Yes.
But when you started preparing,
yes,
and you completed till March end, you have completed the reading. You've completed the solving also.
Yes.
So on that day, which book was still tough for you?
So sir, I thought market risk is only tough because market risk was also updated.
There were three chapters added.
Yes. So I thought market risk is only going to be tough and credit risk was afterwards easy. It was interesting for me.
Okay. And how did you manage operational liquidity, because it is more theory?
Yes. So sir, liquidity risk is mostly theory and conceptual. So you read it once or twice. So you understand the concept. So for operational risk, I used to watch your videos and the chapters which I watched previously were also covered during live lectures. And what I did from February onwards, I used to read one chapter of operational risk daily.
Acha, okay.
So I have read operations risk book around 4 times.
Okay, so you were just reading, not
Reading.
solving for that.
No, solving done
Acha,
previously. So
okay.
solving was on evening every day. Reading was, I think, I used to read it at night before going to sleep. So
Okay.
I read one chapter every day. You told that you have to read before 3 months of exam, so I
Right.
followed that.
You have to read it like a novel,
Yes,
so that when you reach towards the exam, there is a good amount of
yes.
recall. Now, after 31st of March, that means in the month of April, what were you doing?
I started to revise all the 6 books again. I started with market risk. I used to give 2-3 days, and after revising, I started solving sectional test for that book. 2 sectional tests were there for each book, so I have solved all sectional tests of all books.
Okay, and when did you complete that?
Sir, around 30th of April, all 6 books were done.
So it took 1 month for you to
Yes,
complete.
yes.
Okay, and then after that, what was the process?
From 1st May, I started for mocks. I started giving mocks. I
Okay.
have
How many
given
mocks you have given?
6 mocks, 4 of our Fintelligents and 2 of GAR.
Okay, and was there a gap between each mocks?
No, sir. I was giving mock in the morning, analyzing it in the evening. I think that was my mistake because you have to give 1 day gap, because after that I used to get tired. So that's very tiring to give
Okay.
one mock and also analyzing it and giving another mock the another day. So you have to sit 4 hours. So you have to keep 1 day gap. But I thought we have less days. We also have to read the difficult concepts again. So I think this should work for me. But I think this was wrong. You should keep 1 day in between mocks to
Okay.
properly analyze it.
And what was the score that you were getting in mock papers?
Sir, in Fintelligents mock, I was getting 55 to 60, and in GARP mock, I was getting 50 to 55 out of 80.
Okay, and you also did the proper analysis of all
Yes.
the mistakes.
Yes.
How many days before the exam you were able to complete the mock?
Around 4 days before the exam.
And what were you doing in the last 4 days?
I started to read formulas again. I had made my own notes for formula. Actually, I started to read the formula notes 1 month before exam only. And in last 4 days, I was revising difficult concept of market risk, credit risk, and I read current issues book again.
Okay, okay. When you went to the actual exam,
Yes.
what happened in that first 1 hour?
So, sir, as expected, you have previously told that GARP will give you difficult question intentionally in starting. So, first 10 to 15 questions were difficult. They were
Okay.
lengthy, around half or 1 page questions.
Wow, okay.
So, I thought, I think relax, don't get frightened. So, I solved them. If I were able to answer that question, I read the question. If I
Okay.
thought if I am able to answer in the first 1 or 2 minutes, I go for it. Otherwise, I flagged it and move ahead.
When you reached till the end, so you started from the first question, you reached at 80.
Yes.
How many questions you had flagged?
Around 20 questions.
And the rest 60 you were confident.
Mostly, yes.
Okay. Then what you did for those 20 questions?
So, sir, I finished my exam in around 3.5 hours. So, last half hour, I revisited the flagged questions.
Okay. And you changed your answers wherever you felt.
Yes.
Okay. And you said that there were questions which were lengthy.
Yes.
So if you look at out of 80, how many questions were actually lengthy?
10 to 12 questions were lengthy.
Very big questions.
Big questions.
Okay. And in terms of calculation, in terms of theory, how many questions were calculation?
Around 20 questions were calculation and 60 questions were theory.
And calculations were very tough.
In that, sir, 10 questions were easy, 5 were medium, and 5 were really tough.
What do you think about the theory part?
Theory part was mixed. If you have read Schweger 2 or 3 times, if your concepts are clear, then you will be able to answer.
Okay. Okay. Time management was a problem in the exam?
No, sir. For level 2, that there is ample of time, I think. So it should not be problem for anyone.
So in level 1 you faced that problem?
No, not in level 1 also, but in level 1 I finished my exam 10 minutes before. To revisit the flat question, it was somewhat difficult.
And how did you utilize option elimination?
Yes, sir. So, sir, option elimination is very useful in questions in which you are not able to select the correct option, or you are not confident. Two options are very close, so you have to read it and you have to make your best judgment.
Okay, but you were actively
Yes,
using
yes,
it.
yes.
Now, what was the quartile? If you remember, do you remember the quartiles that you got?
Yes, sir. So, sir, in market risk, I got third quartile. In credit risk, second quartile. In operations risk, second quartile. In liquidity risk, first quartile. In investment management risk, second quartile. And in current issues, first quartile.
Wow. Okay. A lot of students who have failed in this attempt, current issues they were not able to perform well, operations they were not able to perform, or a correct grade risk they were not able to perform. So market you got third quarter.
Third quarter.
So market there was some difficulty that
Yes.
you were facing. Okay. And when you came out of the exam center, okay,
Yes.
was there any number in your mind that I'll get this much out of 80, or was there a confidence of clearing the exam?
I thought, sir, I will get 50 to 55. I also called you after my exam that I have gut feeling that I will be clearing the exam. 50 to 55, I think I have marked it correctly.
आई जस्ट वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड फ्रॉम स्टूडेंट पर्सपेक्टिव नाउ कि जब वो लोग पढ़ते हैं, ओके, पूरा मतलब लेवल 1 हो गया, लेवल 2 हो गया,
हाँ।
सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज क्या आता है किसी एक स्टूडेंट को या कैंडिडेट को?
सर, सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज मेरे हिसाब से कंसिस्टेंसी मेंटेन करना है, ये चैलेंज है।
Okay.
क्योंकि आप बहुत मोटिवेशन के साथ जोश में स्टार्ट करते हो तो पहले हफ्ते आप 3 घंटा 4 घंटा देते हो, फिर बाद में आपकी वो मोटिवेशन और जोश कम होते जाता है और लास्ट में फिर आप एक हफ्ता पढ़ते ही नहीं हो, फिर बाद में बुक उठाते हो तो कॉन्सेप्ट भूल जाते हो। तो ये सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है कि यू हैव टू बी कंसिस्टेंट।
Okay.
रोज आप 1-1.5 घंटा भी दे पा रहे हो, दैट्स गुड। इंक्रीज इट इन द फ्यूचर, बट स्टार्ट एंड बी कंसिस्टेंट।
ओके। और जब आप लेवल 1 भी पढ़ रहे थे, लेवल 2 भी पढ़ रहे थे, आपके साथ जो पढ़ रहे थे लोग, वो लोग वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल भी थे।
हाँ।
तो आपको कभी ऐसा नहीं लगा कि अरे मैंने तो सिर्फ अभी कॉलेज कंप्लीट किया है, मतलब एक प्रॉपर कॉर्पोरेट एक्सपीरियंस भी नहीं है मेरे पास, मैं रिस्क मैनेजमेंट में जा रहा हूँ, कभी ऐसा कंपैरिजन हुआ दिमाग में?
नहीं सर, मतलब
ओके।
ये करिकुलम गार्प ने इतना अच्छा डिजाइन किया है कि और इतना अच्छा दिया है और आपने इतना अच्छा पढ़ाया कि ऐसा कभी लगा नहीं
ओके।
कि डिफिकल्टी आ रही है या कुछ
ओके।
प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, लेकिन आई वॉज कॉन्फिडेंट।
ओके। अच्छा, आप कनेक्टेड थे लोगों से, राइट, जो
यस
लेक्चर्स में
यस
आ रहे थे?
यस।
तो आपने क्या देखा कि वो जिस तरीके से पढ़ रहे थे और आपने कुछ अलग अप्रोच यूज किया था, या फिर वो उनके पढ़ने में और आपके पढ़ने में क्या डिफरेंस आपको लगा?
सर, मैं ना नोट्स बनाता था खुद का, चैप्टर पढ़ के अंडरलाइन करके वो मैं नोटबुक में लिखता था। बाकी बच्चे जो एक दो थे वो क्या करते थे, सिर्फ मार्क करते थे बुक में। अगर मतलब मेरे हिसाब से किसकी अलग स्ट्रैटेजी होगी, लेकिन मेरे हिसाब से अगर आपने लिखा ना तो आपके माइंड में ज्यादा सर्किट बैठता है। तो वो एक है कि आप लिखो थोड़ा ज्यादा, यू डोंट मेक ह्यूज नोट्स, राइट ओनली पॉइंट्स, बट यू मेक योर ओन नोट्स।
ओके।
And you also tell in lectures that mark this point star, so which points which were marked star, I would write that again in my book and I made notes in that time, and also write formulas in your notebook.
ओके। ओके, इंटरेस्टिंग। अगर मैं आपको बोलूँ कि जो अगर कोई स्टूडेंट है हमारे जो अभी एग्जाम देने वाले हैं नेक्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में, उनके लिए कोई अगर आप टिप्स दे सकते हो, हाउ टू क्लियर FRM एग्जाम लेवल 2 फॉर एग्जाम्पल, तो कैसे कर सकते, 2 या 3 टिप्स?
You have to start at least 7 to 8 months prior your exam, because for level 2 the portion is huge, around six subjects and 104 chapters, so you have to start early, क्योंकि एक महीना तो आपको सब्जेक्ट्स और सिलेबस समझने में ही लगेगा। So you start early, read Schweger at least 3 to 4 times, at least 3 times you have to read Schweger। और अगर आपके पास टाइम हो तो आपको एक्स्ट्रा मटेरियल चाहिए तो you also read गार्ब बुक्स। थर्ड, सॉल्व एज मेनी क्वेश्चंस एज यू कैन। और क्वेश्चन में क्या गलती करते हैं सर लोग कि बहुत सारे प्रेप प्रोवाइडर, एनालिस्ट प्रेप है, उनको रेफर करते हैं। सो
मल्टीपल सोर्सेस,
मल्टीपल। तो मेरे हिसाब से यू रिलाई ऑन वन क्वेश्चन बैंक। आई ओनली रिलाइड ऑन our Fintelligents question bank which you provided. So I solved, there were 2 quizzes for each chapter, so I solved both the quizzes and I only relied on Fintelligents question bank, and my concepts were good enough. So you solve questions and rely only on one question bank and give 4 to 5 marks before your exam and analyze your score, and don't get demotivated by the mock. You analyze the mistake, try to correct that mistake and see this mistake should not happen in the exam. So you follow this step, I think you will be good to go and clear the exam.
ये जो पॉइंट आपने बोला ना कि डोंट गेट डीमोटिवेटेड, बिकॉज अगर आप 80 लेवल 2 का एग्जाम मॉक देते हो, आपको स्कोर आ रहा है 35 40, तो लॉट ऑफ टाइम हमको लगता है बहुत ही कम स्कोर है, जबकि एवरेज स्टूडेंट वही स्कोर कर पा रहा है।
यस,
राइट। और आपने जब गार्ग के सैम्पल पेपर दिए तो एक्चुअल एग्जाम में उससे बेनिफिट हुआ, मतलब उसके स्ट्रक्चर वाले क्वेश्चंस आपको दिखे?
हाँ सर,
nomenclature
and structure were same for many questions. if
ओके
from sample paper.
ओके ओके, ठीक है, वंडरफुल। आई मीन ये कॉन्वर्जेशन बहुत सारे जो लेवल 2 वाले बच्चे हैं उनको हेल्प करेगा। इनका एक और लेवल 1 का भी वीडियो है, तो डेफिनेटली उसको भी देखिएगा, वो हमारे लिस्ट में अवेलेबल है। तो वंडरफुल, आई एम वेरी हैप्पी
Thank you,
अपूर्व।
sir. Sir, and thank you for being such a good mentor.
Today, yeah, it's my, I really like teaching, so it comes from within, and definitely ये make sure करना है कि बच्चे जो एग्जाम जो मैंने फेस किया था जब मैं फॉरन दे रहा था, कि कोई प्रेप नहीं था, कुछ नहीं था, इट वाज वेरी टफ,
Yes.
उसको सॉर्ट आउट करना था जब व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड द
Yes.
प्रिपरेशन, टीचिंग पढ़ाना चालू किया था तब। सो आई एम वेरी हैप्पी फॉर यू, एंड आई होप
Thank you,
आप
sir.
अच्छे रिस्क रोल्स में भी एंटर करें, अच्छे जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज आपको मिले।
Thank
सो
you.
पूर्व,
Thank you,
थैंक यू
sir.
वेरी मच।
Thank you so much.